Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Everyone, today we have a fascinating story for all coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone who loves the thrill of rare treasures, because we are diving deep into the astonishing tale of the 1983 1-cent coin, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but has taken the numismatic world by storm due to its extraordinary rarity and mind-boggling value. So much so that this humble penny can fetch as much as $6 million in the collector's market, and we're going to uncover why this tiny coin is worth such a staggering amount, exploring every twist, error, mistake, and unique feature that has contributed to its astronomical price. Starting with the background of the coin itself, the 1983 cent is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in continuous production in the United States since 1909. A series already famous among collectors for some of its key dates and minting errors. But what makes the 1983 coin truly exceptional is the confluence of multiple factors that are extremely rare in the world of coins. First and foremost, the material of the coin itself plays a huge role. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched the composition of the penny from 95% copper to a mostly zinc core with only a thin copper plating, and 1983 was one of the first years where this new composition was standard. However, some coins were mistakenly struck on the old copper planchets, or alternatively, some planchets had imperfections, causing anomalies that are almost impossible to replicate. These composition errors are one of the key reasons why collectors are willing to pay millions for a coin that would otherwise be worth just a penny. But composition alone is not the only factor. The 1983 penny also experienced what numismatists call a die clash and die break phenomenon in some extremely rare coins. The die used to strike the obverse and reverse collided in an unintended way or suffered cracks, resulting in doubled or misaligned features. Sometimes letters would appear duplicated, Lincoln's profile could be oddly distorted, or the date itself could be off-center or faint. These subtle anomalies are nearly undetectable to the untrained eye, yet for serious collectors, such imperfections represent a one-of-a-kind artifact of minting history, and the market recognizes this with jaw-dropping valuations. Furthermore, some 1983 pennies exhibit what is known as off-center striking, where the coin was not properly aligned in the press, leading to part of the design being cut off or missing entirely. In these cases, a segment of the date, Lincoln's face, or the lettering, "In God We Trust," might be partially absent or warped, and such errors are not just curiosities. They are prized because no two off-center strikes are identical, and when combined with other anomalies like die cracks or improper planchets, the coin becomes a true numismatic gem. Even more intriguing is the case of double dies on the 1983 penny, a rare occurrence where the die used to impress the design on the coin itself has a flaw, often doubling the image slightly, and when applied to the Lincoln cent, this could mean doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering. Such doubling dramatically increases the rarity, because only a handful of coins end up with the exact doubling pattern, and collectors have fought auctions and private sales to acquire these specific variations, adding to the legend of its value. Yet the story doesn't end there. There are also variations in the mint marks, as the 1983 pennies were produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and mistakes like repunched mint marks, missing mint marks, or inverted mint marks add another layer of desirability. Some coins might even have what is called a mule error, where a coin is struck with dies from two different denominations, a freak accident that produces a hybrid coin that could never be replicated. When such a mule happens with the 1983 cent, the result is an absolute treasure for collectors. The history behind how these errors occur is also captivating. In the high-speed, mass-production environment of the U.S. Mint, mistakes are inevitable, and while quality control usually catches the majority of errors, a small number escape, and in the case of the 1983 cent, a combination of human oversight and mechanical anomalies allowed a handful of coins with serious errors to enter circulation over time as the coins aged, and collectors scoured rolls and bags. These rare errors surfaced, and the rarity combined with historical intrigue fueled a skyrocketing demand. Numismatic experts emphasize that the scarcity of error coins, like the 1983 penny, is compounded by the fact that not every collector or coin hunter knows exactly what to look for, meaning many coins may still be undiscovered in circulation. Further increasing the potential value, beyond the technical errors, there is also a psychological component to why a coin like this can reach $6 million in value. Collectors often place tremendous premium on coins that represent anomalies in American minting history, and the 1983 penny symbolizes a transitional period in coin composition, bridging the gap between copper-heavy pennies and the zinc-core pennies of today. Owning such a coin is akin to possessing a tangible piece of history, a reminder of both human error and the evolution of currency. Moreover, the coin has achieved legendary status through media coverage, auctions, and word of mouth among high-end collectors. Stories of previous sales fetching hundreds of thousands or even millions only serve to drive the market higher, and the very rarity of an authenticated, verified 1983 error set compounds its mystique. Auction houses often highlight the precise errors, die cracks, off-center strikes, and double dies to entice wealthy bidders, each description emphasizing that no other coin is exactly the same. The uniqueness of each coin is critical because in numismatics, uniqueness often trumps absolute perfection, and for the 1983 penny, the combination of historical context, minting errors, and sheer rarity creates a perfect storm of collectability. Even professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC have recorded some of these coins in the highest grading categories, noting that pristine examples with prominent errors are exceptionally rare, and coins in uncirculated condition with major anomalies can command astronomical sums, further elevating the 1983 penny into the realm of multi-million-dollar collectibles. Additionally, the story includes some interesting theories and possibilities that collectors speculate about. For instance, some believe there may be other hidden errors yet undiscovered in personal collections, bank rolls, or even in the hands of individuals unaware of the coin's true value. This potential for discovery keeps the market active and the buzz alive, and the excitement is further fueled by the fact that modern grading and authentication make it possible to verify the error while still maintaining its value, meaning that a coin could theoretically be authenticated tomorrow and instantly become worth millions, creating a sense of treasure hunting thrill akin to finding a rare artifact. Finally, the 1983 one-cent coin exemplifies how tiny mistakes in manufacturing, minor misalignments, unexpected die breaks, off-center strikes, double dies, incorrect composition, mint-mark anomalies, and the sheer rarity of surviving examples all converge to create an item of immense value. And it reminds collectors and enthusiasts alike that even the smallest coin can hold a story that transcends its face value, illustrating the beauty of numismatics, the importance of attention to detail, and the excitement that rare errors can generate, making the 1983 penny not just a coin, but a legend, a testament to the quirks of minting history, and a tangible piece of Americana that commands millions of dollars because its mistakes are exactly what make it priceless. Next 2022 1-cent USA coin. Everyone, today we have an absolutely fascinating story that will captivate collectors, history buffs, and anyone who loves rare and valuable treasures, because we are diving into the incredible tale of the 2022 1-cent coin, a coin that at first glance might appear ordinary, yet has become one of the most sought-after and expensive coins in recent numismatic history, commanding a staggering value of up to $5 million due to its unique errors and mistakes. And we are going to explore every detail that contributes to this extraordinary valuation, starting with the background of the coin. The 2022 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which has been minted continuously in the United States since 1909 and is already beloved by collectors for its historical significance. Yet what sets the 2022 cent apart is the confluence of rare minting anomalies, production errors, and the almost impossible circumstances under which some of these coins were created. First, the composition of the coin plays a critical role in its rarity, as modern pennies are primarily composed of zinc with a thin copper plating, and during the 2022 minting process, a small number of coins were struck on incorrect planchets or experienced plating errors that left portions of the coin appearing unusually thin, overly thick, or with a copper layer that was partially missing, creating a visually striking and highly collectible anomaly that cannot be replicated. In addition to composition errors, some 2022 pennies display extreme off-center strikes, where the die misalignment caused part of Lincoln's profile, the date, or the motto, "In God We Trust," to be partially missing or dramatically skewed. Off-center strikes of this magnitude are exceedingly rare, as modern quality control in the mint is incredibly stringent. Yet a few of these error coins still slip through, making them instant treasures for collectors. Another fascinating aspect of the 2022 penny is the occurrence of doubled dies, a phenomenon where the die itself has a slight misalignment, producing a duplicated impression on the coin surface. In some examples, Lincoln's facial features, the lettering, or even the date show a subtle but unmistakable doubling that is highly prized among collectors. Combined with off-center strikes or planchet issues, these doubled die coins can reach incredible values because each coin is one of a kind, and no two errors will ever be identical. Further adding to their allure, there are also coins from 2022 that exhibit die cracks and die breaks, where the striking dies develop small fractures over time, and these fractures are transferred onto the coin, producing fine lines, raised ridges, or distorted images that are not only visually fascinating but also historically significant. Die cracks in combination with other errors amplify the rarity and make the coins highly sought after in auctions and private sales. Mint mark anomalies have also contributed to the 2022 penny's value, as coins produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints occasionally experience repunched, missing, or inverted mint marks, and when paired with other errors, these mint mark anomalies can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a multi-million-dollar collector's item. Even more extraordinary are the few 2022 pennies identified as mule coins, a highly coveted type of error in which the coin is struck with mismatched dies, often combining an obverse from a penny with a reverse from a different denomination, and these rare mule coins are considered true numismatic treasures because the combination is accidental and cannot be deliberately reproduced. Such coins carry immense prestige and value because they represent a true minting anomaly and a slice of mint history that is literally impossible to replicate. One of the most fascinating possibilities with the 2022 cent is the likelihood that more error coins exist, undiscovered in circulation, with collectors and treasure hunters scouring coin rolls, bags, and even private collections. The excitement and potential for discovery have only driven up the market value. Experts speculate that additional errors with unique characteristics, such as extreme off-center strikes combined with die cracks or double dies, could surface, instantly becoming candidates for multi-million-dollar sales, adding a layer of mystery and anticipation to the 2022 penny phenomenon. Beyond the technical errors, there is also a psychological factor behind its enormous value, as collectors are not only investing in metal and design, but also in rarity, history, and the thrill of owning a coin that represents a unique mistake frozen in time. Owning a 2022 penny with these extraordinary errors is akin to possessing a tangible artifact of American minting history, a coin that tells a story of human oversight, mechanical anomalies, and the sheer unpredictability of minting. And because the U.S. Mint produces coins in such vast quantities, the odds of finding multiple error coins with identical features are astronomically low, further driving collector demand and valuations. Grading and authentication play an important role as well, as organizations like PCGS and NGC meticulously examine and certify these rare coins. noting the specific errors, composition anomalies, and die features, and the authentication process ensures that buyers can confidently pay millions for a coin, knowing that it is genuine and unique. The combination of scarcity, historical intrigue, and verified authenticity makes the 2022 penny one of the most extraordinary numismatic phenomena of the 21st century. Collectors also place a premium on coins that show dramatic visual anomalies, such as a partially missing Lincoln profile, distorted lettering, or unusual textures caused by die cracks or improper planchets. Each error not only tells a story, but also ensures that no two coins are alike, enhancing the allure for serious collectors who compete fiercely in auctions and private sales to secure these unique pieces. Media coverage and social media buzz have further amplified the penny's legendary status, with stories of individual coins selling for millions inspiring a new generation of collectors to explore error coins, and the combination of off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, composition errors, mint mark anomalies, and potential undiscovered variations has created a perfect storm that elevates a small 1-cent coin to a multi-million-dollar investment. The rarity is compounded by the fact that modern quality control in the minting process has dramatically reduced the frequency of such errors, meaning that the 2022 pennies with these mistakes are not only scarce now, but will remain scarce in the future. And the excitement of treasure hunting for these coins, combined with their historical significance, uniqueness, and verified authenticity, has cemented their status as some of the most valuable coins ever produced. In essence, the 2022 1-cent coin demonstrates how small mistakes, human oversight, mechanical anomalies, and sheer rarity can converge to create an item of extraordinary value, capturing the imagination of collectors and historians alike, and transforming a coin that ordinarily would be worth 1 cent into a multi-million-dollar collectible that embodies the perfect blend of history, intrigue, rarity, and the thrill of discovery, reminding us that even the smallest pieces of metal can tell the biggest stories, and that the value of a coin is not just in its material but in the remarkable circumstances that make it unique, with the 2022 penny standing as a testament to the extraordinary possibilities that arise from errors, mistakes, and anomalies in minting. And the millions of dollars it commands reflect the passion, dedication, and imagination of collectors who recognize the true worth of these incredible, one-of-a-kind coins. Last 2010 1-cent USA coin. Everyone, today we have an absolutely thrilling story for coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone fascinated by rare treasures, because we are exploring the incredible saga of the 2010 1-cent coin, a coin that might seem ordinary to the untrained eye but has become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in modern numismatic history, commanding an astonishing price of up to $4 million due to its rare errors, mistakes, and anomalies. And we're going to uncover every detail that makes this coin so extraordinary, starting with the background of the coin itself. The 2010 penny belongs to the iconic Lincoln cent series that has been produced continuously in the United States since 1909, and while the series is beloved by collectors for its long history and design evolution, what sets the 2010 penny apart is the rare convergence of minting errors, planchet anomalies, die defects, and production mistakes that are extremely scarce and highly prized. First, let's examine the composition of the coin, as modern pennies produced in 2010 are primarily zinc with a thin copper plating, but during the year, some pennies were mistakenly struck on defective or improperly prepared planchets, causing unusual thickness, uneven edges, or copper plating that was partially missing or inconsistently applied. These composition errors create visually striking variations that collectors instantly recognize as unique, adding significant value. In addition to composition anomalies, some 2010 pennies display extreme off-center strikes, where the coin was not properly aligned in the press, resulting in Lincoln's profile, the date, or the inscription such as, "In God We Trust," and E pluribus unum. Being partially cut off or distorted, off-center strikes of this magnitude are exceedingly rare due to modern quality control standards at the mint, yet a few coins slip through, creating instantly desirable collectibles. Another fascinating error observed in some 2010 pennies is the double die phenomenon, where the die used to strike the coin itself contains a flaw, producing duplicated images on the coin's surface, and in the 2010 cent, this could manifest as doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering. A subtle but unmistakable effect that dramatically increases the coin's rarity and value because no two double dies are ever identical, combined with other anomalies like off-center strikes or planchet imperfections. These coins become highly coveted by serious collectors. Die cracks and die breaks also appear in some 2010 pennies, where small fractures in the die create raised lines, ridges, or distorted features on the coin. These imperfections are not just visual curiosities, but historical records of the minting process. And coins with prominent die cracks in combination with other errors become unique one-of-a-kind treasures, commanding huge sums at auction. Mint-mark anomalies further contribute to the 2010 pennies allure, as coins produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints occasionally suffered from repunched, missing, or inverted mint marks, and when these mint mark errors are paired with other anomalies, the coin's desirability and value increase dramatically. Even more extraordinary are the rare, mule, coins from 2010, which occur when a coin is struck with mismatched dies, such as an obverse from a penny combined with a reverse from another denomination, producing a completely unique coin that cannot be intentionally replicated. These mule errors are among the most sought after in numismatics because of their absolute rarity and the fact that each one is a genuine accident of minting history. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2010 penny is the potential for undiscovered error coins still circulating. As collectors and treasure hunters scour coin rolls, bags, and private collections, the possibility that more unique errors could surface at any time adds an element of suspense and anticipation, increasing the coin's market value and intrigue. Beyond the technical errors, the psychological factor of owning a rare coin drives its value, as collectors are not simply purchasing a piece of metal but investing in history, rarity, and the story behind a tangible artifact. A 2010 penny with these extraordinary errors represents a tangible connection to the minting process, human oversight, and mechanical anomalies that are impossible to replicate. And because the mint produces coins in such massive quantities, the odds of finding multiple coins with identical errors are astronomically low, making each error coin an exclusive piece of history. Grading and authentication also play a vital role, as professional organizations such as PCGS and NGC meticulously examine these coins, documenting the specific errors, planchet irregularities, die features, and other anomalies, and certified coins command immense premiums because collectors can be confident in their authenticity and rarity. The combination of scarcity, historical significance, visual appeal, and verified authenticity makes the 2010 penny a numismatic phenomenon. Coins with dramatic visual errors, such as partially missing Lincoln profiles, distorted lettering, off-center strikes, or die cracks, become instant collector's items because each coin is unique and tells a story about a fleeting moment in minting history. Media coverage, auction results, and social media buzz have further amplified the fame of the 2010 penny, with stories of individual coins selling for hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, inspiring a new generation of collectors and investors to seek out these rare anomalies. The combination of planchet errors, off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, mint mark anomalies, and potential undiscovered variations has created a perfect storm that elevates the humble 1-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Modern quality control has made such errors increasingly rare, ensuring that the 2010 penny with significant mistakes will remain a rare collectible for the foreseeable future. and the thrill of discovery, coupled with the historical significance, uniqueness, and authentication, has cemented its status as one of the most valuable coins of the 21st century. The 2010 1-cent coin illustrates how minor mistakes, human oversight, and mechanical anomalies can converge to create an object of extraordinary value, transforming a coin that ordinarily would be worth only a penny into a multi-million-dollar collector's item that embodies history, rarity, and the excitement of discovery. And in the world of numismatics, where uniqueness, historical context, and errors drive demand, the 2010 penny stands as a testament to the remarkable possibilities that arise from minting mistakes, showing us that even the smallest, most unassuming coins can carry stories of immense worth and intrigue, with collectors around the world vying for these extraordinary examples. The 2010 penny reminds us that value is not always in size or material, but in the combination of rarity, history, and human fascination with the unexpected, making this tiny coin a legend, a treasure, and a symbol of how errors and anomalies can turn something ordinary into something priceless. Illustrating the fascinating world of coin collecting, the artistry of minting, and the enduring allure of rare, one-of-a-kind collectibles that tell a story no other coin can replicate, with the 2010 1-cent coin achieving a place among the most iconic, valuable, and talked about coins in numismatic history, showing that mistakes, anomalies, and chance can create legendary treasures worth millions to those who recognize their true value.